right, we got the NFL season primer coming direct to you from the
Mm.
Woods Finest. We're gonna tell you who's gonna win, who's gonna stand
Mm.
out, and who's gonna get left out. Before we get started,
Mm.
my man in the middle representing them boys from the U just got that
Mm.
win over Notre Dame last night. Tell them how you feeling, Kev.
Feeling good. Got the 81
Mm.
jersey on, better known as either Calais Campbell or Kellen Winslow Jr.'s jerseys.
Mm. Well,
Okay,
we
all
gonna
right.
stick with Goliaths. We gonna
Yeah,
stick with
yeah, yeah,
Goliaths on
yeah,
this
yeah,
one, brother.
yeah. Let's stick with the NFL former Man of the Year and Calais Campbell, one of my
Mm.
favorite
Dayton Man of the
former
Year.
Baltimore Ravens. So we'll stick with him.
Mm.
We'll stick with him. Um,
Yeah, let's stay there.
representing for them boys from Chapel Hill,
You know it.
for them
AKA Chapel
boys.
Bill.
That's right. Representing from them boys from the Bay Area all the way down in Tampa.
Mm.
Tell the people what's good, Mr. Cody Henderson.
Well, you know what's good. About to tell you I was gonna go down this football season, and don't hold me responsible when all my picks is right. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Not when all the picks is right. Not when all the picks is right. And last but not least, it's just me, your boy Griff, representing for me. And that's where we'll leave it. But I'm representing for them boys, them Blackbirds to the north,
Mm.
otherwise known as them Baltimore Ravens. Okay, before we get started, outside of the ordinary. Now we know we always get wings and pizza and all that kind of stuff before the game
Hmm.
starts. What you gonna make that's gonna just pow surprise the people? Let's go
Mm.
ahead and start with my man from the U again. Kev, what you gonna make that's gonna just make
Well,
people go crazy?
as everyone knows from watching some of the previous shows, I love hot sauce. So I think in terms of what I'd make for a pregame meal, I recently got a hot pepper plant. So I might just make some fresh pico de gallo straight from my plant, see how it works, mix it up with some other stuff for the dip. But that might be
You know,
something new I'm doing. Fresh made
you know
pico.
when I think of pico de gallo, it's not usually spicy. It's more
It's got some kick to it.
like
Well,
a like a like a salsa, kind of like a light salsa, right?
yeah, it's a salsa,
I
but it's
mean,
got
some
jalapenos
places you
in it.
go to, Pico does have some. It does
Okay,
have some
all
kick to it. I've been
right,
some
Got
places. You
jalapenos in
be like, leave that Pico off my stuff. You making me hot over here. You got me burning.
okay.
You got me
Okay.
burning up.
All right. All right. Cole, what you got? What's your what you gonna make that's gonna just bang surprise the
Oh
people?
well, surprisingly, you've had some of it. I brought it to, I think, to Ramon's Super Bowl party when I brought the gumbo. Gumbo. Yeah, that
Mm,
gumbo, especially now. Look, I ain't gonna say it, don't hold me, but I found
mm,
a way to make it in the Instant Pot, and it tastes like I cooked it all day.
mm, mm,
So
mm,
that don't be hidden, boy. Look, as a matter of fact, might be some gumbo going down today. Now that we
mm,
sitting here
mm,
talking.
mm. Yeah, hey, there ain't nothing like some good gumbo, especially when
I
it get a
watching
little
football. I
cool.
want some sticking to your
Stick to
rib.
you. That's right. That's right.
There you
That's
go.
right. That's right. That's exactly what I was thinking. So for me, I'm gonna do something a little jazzy this year. So I'm going. I know it's a little early in the year, but it's still getting cool outside. I'm gonna do a little fried turkey. I want fried turkey this
Mm.
upcoming weekend, so I think that's gonna be.
You gonna
It's
you
gonna
gonna do a
smack it.
whole joint, or you just gonna do like a breast? You gonna do a whole turkey?
Whole turkey.
Oh my goodness, that means hey,
Whole
look,
turkey.
just let your wife know I'm stopping by about six
Hey,
thirty.
about to make a
come on
road trip
over.
up to VA.
Yeah, come on over. It'll be ready. My fried turkey be right. So there'll
Hey,
be
that's what's up,
plenty,
man.
plenty. Okay,
That
well
brother said,
we
"Look, that cat just came out of all left field for real. That dude said a
yeah
fried turkey.
fried. I
That's the
love me
one
some
I
fried
wasn't
turkey.
expecting, Griff. But I'm with
Yeah,
that. Yeah,
I
you can do
so
so many
we
things with that fried turkey, man.
oh sandwiches, eat it
Just yeah,
straight,
that's a. Hey, I just
soup.
thought about a turkey club with some
Ooh
fried turkey. Ooh,
ooh
juicy, juicy,
ooh ooh ooh
juicy.
ooh. Ooh,
Okay, let me
ooh.
stop before I get hungry up in here.
Too late. It's too late. It's too late. I'm already. I'm ready to get. I'm ready to get some grub. Okay. So we're kicking off. It's Labor Day. We got a couple of days before the NFL season starts. So we're gonna
Hmm.
run down. We're gonna tell the people, just in case they want to make wagers and stuff like that. Not that we're suggesting that, but if they want
Yeah,
to,
yeah.
we're gonna tell
Hmm.
them who's gonna win. Okay. So up
Okay.
first, my boy, representing from the U again. Kev, why don't you break it down, starting with the NFC East? What you got, man?
NFC East. First, I'm just gonna tell you guys I cheated on this because I borrowed Biff's Sports Almanac from Back to the Future. Right? So all my picks are gonna be like LeVar Ball, never lost. I'm going 100% with all of these picks. All right, so NFC East, I'm going with the pick from back in Tecmo Bowl days, QB12 for the Eagles. Got to go with them for the NFC East. They don't have
Okay.
QB12, but Jalen Hurts is close enough to it.
Sure enough. Sure
Okay.
enough. Sure enough.
Okay.
Sure enough. I like that pick. I like that pick. All right, Cut, what you got?
In the NFC East,
That's right.
I'm gonna go with, and this might be a little surprising to a couple people here, it being that we are from the 757. I am gonna go with them boys up the street, the Commanders. I think Jalen Daniels is going to. They already turned the corner.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Them boys is gonna be dangerous this year. Now the only difference is that people are gonna be a little bit more aware of what Jalen Daniels can do, but I don't think that's gonna affect him because he's got enough weapons around him. Uh, I do like now. While I do like them Eagles, them birds. They just won a Super Bowl recently, so that's the other thing that sort of gets you in the NFL. You win a Super Bowl, you are definitely going to lose some key pieces, and then you're going to be looking for somebody to replace them. So while I think they're going to have a good season, I'm just not sure yet until I see the other pieces in place that they're going to win the whole thing, win that whole
Okay.
division. So that's where
Mm.
I'm at.
So we got one vote for the Eagles. We got one vote for the Commanders. Okay, so this is where I'm at with it. I think your boy Jaden Daniels is going to finish as a top 5 or 6 quarterback in the entire NFL. Now,
Hmm.
having said that, I don't know that they've done enough to help him on offense this year. They took Debo out of a San Francisco offense, and that Shanahan offense, which I really think highlighted his skills. I don't think he's going to be the same guy in Washington. I really don't. Signing Terry McLaurin late is also going to be, when you get 30, things get a little bit harder. I think they take a step back. A little step back. Not a lot, just a little.
Okay.
Just a little. They're
Okay.
gonna be they gonna be there at the end. But I got to roll with the world champion Philadelphia Eagles. I think they're loaded on offense. They're loaded on defense. I think there's only one thing that could derail them. And call this a superstition, call it a jinx, whatever you want. The Madden cover hit the Eagles number one. Number two, they got the curse of Trump. And I think it's a real thing. Once he touches something, it usually dies. I think the Eagles win, but I wouldn't bet on it. So I'm gonna leave it right there.
That
I think the
dude
Eagles win,
said
but I
the
would not
touch
bet on
of.
the touch.
The
All
touch
right.
of. Okay. Okay. Let's do it then. Let's
All
do it then.
right, let's go.
All right, where we at, Griff?
We're at the AFC East. You're leading the charge for the
I'm leading the
AFC
way.
East. Yes, you are.
Oh well, that's really an easy pick for me.
Yeah.
Uh, I'm going with Kev. Look, nothing personal, brother. I know you coach the Dolphins and everything. You I know you be down there on the sidelines on Sundays, dog. But I'm gonna have to go with the team that's been doing it year after year, man. Buffalo. There's nothing really about Buffalo. The one thing I think about Buffalo is Von Miller isn't there anymore. But I don't think that's going to make enough of a difference because while he contributed last year, he was not a deciding factor.
Yeah, yeah,
So I think that's part of the reason why he left because he doesn't feel he did enough there. He needed somewhere that where he could be, the man there. So yeah, I'm definitely going with Buffalo, 100%.
yeah. So I'm gonna make mine short and sweet. Yeah, Kev, you do look like Mike McDaniel. But them boys cannot play when it's under 40 degrees outside. So I'm for that reason thinking Buffalo's going to win the division. Josh Allen's too strong. They can function in the cold. They added to the defense. They got Bosa from the Chargers, which I think is going to replace that Von Miller,
Von
and not
Miller,
only
yeah.
not only replace it but upgrade it because he's a little bit younger. So I got the Buffalo Bills
Hmm.
running away with it. Kev, what you got?
All right. Me and my GM are working on a big trade right now. My man Alan Shefflin from ESPN The Ocho might be coming in with some game breaking reports here pretty soon about a trade. We might try to flip Tua for a Shador Sanders and just start all over and surprise some people. But until that
Mm.
is official, I'm going with Buffalo. And to quote the great Ice Cube, won't choke like the Buffalo Bills this year. They're not going to be choking. And so,
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay. So
Look
we're
now,
all
look.
three on
I just want to
Buffalo.
say, can I just say, people down there in Miami, your own coach said you won't go do it. Let's just keep it moving.
All right. So everybody out there, you can lock in Buffalo as winning the AFC East. That might be a gimme, as we talked about. Okay, moving on. The NFC North. The North, tough
Mm.
division, tough division, tough division.
Yeah, that's
So
a pickle bag right there, boy.
I'm gonna tell you, I think the Micah Parsons trade to Green Bay puts them over the
Hmm.
top. I really
Over the
do. I think
top.
the defense is going to be that much better. I think Jalen Love is going to find himself. I think the new receivers that they've added are going to catch the ball for once. And I think
Hmm.
Green Bay beats Detroit, beats Minnesota, beats the Bears, and wins the division by the end of the year. So that's my pick. Them Green Bay Packers. Kev, what you
Packers.
got?
Okay.
all right, this is going to be a surprise. I'm going with Chicago because why not, right? Bears, that's a tougher animal than Lions, sometimes at least, right? Caleb Williams, who knows, maybe he'll be good. Also, like I said, I looked at Biff's sports almanac. LeVar Ball used to say he never lost. One of his sons might still be playing in Chicago. I don't know. Yeah, it's heard all the time anyhow. But something's got to change at some point for
Mm-hmm.
Chicago. Not
From
And they
that
got the
will
new
Chicago.
be.
the offensive coordinator from Detroit. So I'm I'm not mad at that pick. I really think the
They
Bears
got a
could
lot of
surprise some
talent.
people. They do. They absolutely do. If Caleb Williams ever, matures in that offense,
It,
it could be a
if
good
that
season for
line,
them.
if the line blocks for him, he might have a chance.
Yeah,
But it
that
doesn't
too.
matter how much talent you got when you can't hold a blocker for 2 seconds.
That's right.
I don't
That's
care how
right.
I don't care how fast your receiver is. You can't look up and find him. Let's say that. All right. Um. So I'm gonna go with Green Bay as well. I don't really see anyone in the division beating them. While the Lions are good and they bounced back, I don't know. I think that now they're a couple years into being successful or having some success where people are actually paying attention to them again
Hmm.
instead of treating them as a win game. Hey, we just gonna win this game off of winning. People are now scheming for them and paying attention to what they're doing. So I think they're gonna have a little bit harder of a road. So I'm definitely gonna go with Green Bay because I think that Jordan Love is probably the best quarterback they got in that division.
That's
I
outrageous.
agree.
Caleb Williams hasn't proven himself. Minnesota, they're sort of McCarthy and them, they're all over the place just because. Detroit, now let me tell you, Jared Goff does not get the credit he deserves. He really does not. He's a lot better than people think he is. He has always been on winning teams.
Yeah.
Even when they threw him in Detroit, he sort of turned Detroit around. You Stafford, you ain't shit. Oh, excuse my language. Sugar honey iced tea. So yeah, that's where I'm gonna leave it right.
Okay.
Green
All
Bay.
right. Green Bay. All right, Kev. You're up. You're taking us to one of the best divisions in the football, the AFC North. What you
All
got?
right. I don't want to get banned from the show, so I'm just going to pick B more because otherwise you're about to cut me off on the screen here in the post production. So I'm
I
just going
wouldn't. I wouldn't do that.
with
I
B
wouldn't do
more.
that. I
Who
wouldn't do
said,
that.
"What's
I
your
wouldn't do
pick,
that.
brother?" Turn you right up.
I mean, Derrick Henry, at some point, he's going to lose it, but who knows when that's going to be. This
Yeah.
guy is playing at player of the year level almost every single year. It's insane how long he's doing it. And they
Yeah.
always got a solid team around him. And then Lamar Jackson, even though sometimes you wish a little more for him in the playoffs, he's at least good enough to win the division. And you can't really
Yeah.
trust Cincinnati.
Well, I mean, the thing about that is, by the time you got to take into account by the time you get to the playoffs, people are definitely scheming for you by that point, and your tendencies have all been revealed. And the other problem that you have is your coordinator calling different plays, or are they still running from the same script they've been running all season, right? Because eventually people are going to know, hey, this is who he likes to throw it to on this play, on this down. Analytics have changed the game like that. So when you get to the playoffs, it's a lot harder to win, especially considering that you're playing against teams that are of the highest caliber at that point. You're not playing against everyday Joe Smo. You're playing against the people that are going to be in the Pro Bowl when they don't make it to the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. Coach, what you got? AFC North.
I mean, is there really any question? Let's look at who's in the division, shall we? Bengals. Love Joe Burrow. They can't protect. They can't protect him. They can't let him do what he needs to do. Pittsburgh. Aaron Rodgers, you're a great quarterback. I don't know if you're still in the game after the Achilles injury. That might have been what did you in. Not saying you're still serviceable. You're good. Not saying you're not any good. I just don't know if you're gonna make it a whole season. Cleveland. If they're not gonna start Shador, they're in the canner. So that's where they're at. So what do we have left? I'm going with the Ravens. Not because of the other teams in the division, but because of their talent. They've been together. They have a core group. They have some people that have been together for a while that will help lift each other up. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Baltimore on that one.
Well, fellas, I would like to say I think y'all made a good decision. I think Burrow's going to have another outstanding year. I think they haven't upgraded that defense, which is going to be the downfall of that team again. The
Mhm.
Steelers with Aaron Rodgers are going to take a step forward, but I know at 40 your body doesn't like the cold, and he's not going to like that them AFC North
Yeah.
um defenses a whole lot. So I think he's going to fall off toward the end, but I still think they're going to be in the mix. Okay, the
Okay.
Browns. The best thing the Browns can do is just cut Shador so he can go somewhere else and be successful. Because he could be successful. I think the Raiders should pick him up and they should groom him to be the next quarterback. That's my advice for my boy Pete Carroll out there. Pick my boy Shador up so he can have a great career in the Raiders and the AFC West. And then back to the best in the division. The whole flock stand up. Like we got it. We got it. We got it. The Baltimore Ravens, we gonna do it. We gonna do it this year again and win the division with one of the most underrated coaches in the NFL, Mr. Harbaugh. He gonna win it. We gonna win it. We gonna be back in the playoffs one more time.
Hey, Coach,
Okay.
Griff's going to need some of that comfort gumbo by the end of the season. Get his big back out of
Kev said I need to have the rice ready. Had a
Hey,
rice ready for
hey,
that brother.
hey. Watch your mouth, turkey.
Get
Jive
that
turkey.
rice ready.
All right, we're
I'm
moving
waiting.
on to the NFC South. All right, Kev, I think you're up. What you got?
It is by far the weakest division in football. So somehow
Oh,
I'm gonna do it.
oh,
I don't think there's
oh,
any decent teams in there other than Tampa Bay, which is
oh.
good enough
I was gonna
playoff
say,
odds.
woo, woo, boy. I
Now,
was,
Tampa Bay
yeah,
is decent, right? They're
yeah,
a
woo.
playoff team in most divisions, anyhow, right? You know,
I didn't even bring up the Giants. I didn't even say nothing about them.
Hey Kev, you don't like Better Mayfield?
yeah, Baker's all
you
right.
see the
I mean,
you seen
but
the
what I'm
them new
saying,
Popeyes commercials?
every team in there is horrible other than Tampa Bay.
Yeah,
Carolina, I live in Charlotte, but I've got zero confidence in them.
yeah,
You know, New Orleans,
yeah.
they're
They're
even
horrible.
worse than
Yeah,
Charlotte, right?
yeah,
I was about to say, yeah, they don't. Everybody in this division besides us has either a new quarterback
yeah,
or
Sorry, quarterback,
the rest of the team is trash. Carolina has a quarterback.
maybe.
What else they got?
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
Atlanta's not that good either, even though
I
they'll have a
I
couple of
think
players,
Atlanta's
but they
got
can't
all the
put it
skill
together.
positions though. Atlanta's got
Atlanta's thing
all
is
the
that
skill positions. They
the
just ain't got
question
the
is what is that court? What is Phoenix Junior going?
yeah,
Phoenix Junior going to do? Phoenix Junior. That's the
yeah.
question for them.
All right, coach, it's on you.
I'm going to go through this just to go through the motions here. All right, so let's just do it. Atlanta,
Yeah.
not gonna happen. Carolina, if y'all get 5 wins, y'all be doing something this year. So let's motivate. Let's do that.
Five.
I mean, how many wins they have last year, Griff?
I don't
Was
know.
it
I
two?
don't.
I think they had like 2 wins last year. New
They got to get two
Orleans.
wins over the Saints. Yeah, they should
Hey,
get two
in
wins.
New Orleans, I hope they start working on them levies. I heard those things were still out of whack down there. Let's do that. I hope y'all have a better season than you did last year. But without a doubt, coming in number one in the South is my boy Baker, the Quaker Mayfield, Bucky Irvin, Michael Evans. What's my other boys, man? You know I'm talking about other receiver run real fast. He's probably do used to pick his neighbor, do flips in the neighborhood. You know what I'm talking about? Chris Godwin. I'm going with my boys,
Yeah.
the Tampa
I,
Bay Buccaneers.
I yeah, I'm gonna have to agree with that. And not even. I like him a little bit more because Baker's been in those Popeyes commercials. Now he's better Mayfield. And I
Better
love that chicken from
Mayfield.
Popeyes. I like the commercials. Keep it up, Baker, making those juicy commercials. I like that. Tampa all the way, all the way, all the way. All right,
All
moving on.
right.
AFC South. Now, Kev, you just said the NFC South was the weakest division in football. I'm gonna have to disagree with you.
Yeah, you might be
I think
right.
it's the I think it's the AFC South. I think the whole division is
Mm,
trash. Trash.
mm,
Trash.
mm.
Trash. Hey, but the only good spot is my boy CJ Stroud,
In
Demeco
Texas.
Ryans, and them
Yeah.
Houston Texans. The rest of the teams don't even get a mention on this show from me. They don't even deserve a shout out. Not
Not even
Tennessee,
a mention.
not Jacksonville, not hey look, not even a mention. They don't
Not,
even get a like.
they're not even in the honorable mentions joint.
No, they
That dude said Drake going back up, dog. We ain't doing honorable mentions
yeah,
this
wait,
week,
no,
homie.
no.
Nothing
No
honorable about
participation
mentioning them.
trophies. Yeah,
Oh,
absolutely. They're all trash. Kev, what
honorable
you got?
mentions.
All right, this is a shocker. I'm going with Indy. They're going to shake something up. So right now, I think they got Daniel Jones as a starting quarterback, which is outrageous. But they're probably going to convert Anthony Richardson to running back. He might be the next Booby Miles and come off the bench, right? Who knows? Somebody's got to win that horrible division. Why not Indy?
Mm,
Yeah, you didn't
mm.
check Biff's almanac on
Three
that
Booby
because
Miles.
no, you didn't
That
check the
dude said you
almanac.
did not check Biff's
You did
almanac
not.
on that.
Hey, Kev, just like the rest of the division, your picks is trash. That's
Uh,
trash right there. All right, Coach,
ooh.
what you got?
Man, I mean, even asking somebody to pick a win in this division is
It's
a
yeah,
tough one.
it's hard. It's
This
hard.
is the division where somebody might go, win 7 games and win the division. That's That's tough.
Yeah.
It's really, in my opinion, it's going to come down to the Texans, and we'll see what Cam Ward does with the Titans. The rest of it is, that's
Dumpster fire.
yeah, it's just it. You know, the Jaguars. The problem is now they've given Trevor Lawrence how many seasons? When are
Too
you going to
many.
say that he's not you're going to have to move on? This is do or die season. Either he's going to make it happen, or he's going to end up being somebody's backup. The Colts. Kev, you threw him a Hail Mary, Kev. You threw him a Hail Mary. That's what I'm gonna say. The Texans are a viable team. They would be competitive, I think, in any division they were in. And the Titans, like I said, let's just hope Cam Ward does something for them. So I'm going with a toss up between the Texans or the Titans. It's one of the teams with a T in the side. That's
All
where I'm
right.
at.
All right. Well, you're leading us off. We're in the NFC West.
Ooh, all out there on the West Coast, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Well, let's see what we got here. We got some Rams, some 49ers, some Cardinals, and some Seahawks. Seahawks got a new quarterback, Sam Darnold. He's serviceable. I don't know if he's a full season quarterback. Okay. Let's go with Arizona. Then you got my boy Kyler Murray. Kyler, he's good. He's just not that tall. Sometimes he can't see over the line, which causes his passes not to go where he wants them to go. Okay, let's keep it moving. We got the Rams, and we talked about this dude earlier, Stafford. The Rams have every possible position fulfilled, but every season it just seems like something goes wrong. I think that the Rams are in the stage where they were superstars and now they're sort of declining, right? There
Mm.
was a time when the Rams were really, really big, but
Mm.
now they haven't replaced enough people to continue their dynasty, I think.
Kind of like
So
Drew. They don't want to be players no more.
that Kev, I didn't want to say that, brother, because I know how you feel about Joe. You know what I'm saying? I know how you feel about Joe. That brother said on site. Oh,
Mm.
wait a
Mm.
sec. Wait, hey, is that Joe over there ordering a Big Mac? Oh, hell no.
I don't want no Joe beef. I don't want no Joe
Yeah,
beef.
yeah, I don't either. I
I
don't
don't
want
want
none of
that.
that smoke, sir.
I don't want that.
So I'm gonna go with San Francisco in this one, man. It's really, I mean, you got Brock Purdy
Yeah.
and they got McCaffrey.
Yep.
Those are two positions that the thing is that if McCaffrey can start getting some yards, then Purdy can get open. If Purdy can start getting some yards, then McCaffrey can get open. Their defense is they've been good. They haven't been trash. You know what I'm saying? Not full of holes.
True.
So
True.
I gotta give them the respect. I gotta go with them Niners, man.
True. True. Okay, so I'm gonna follow up with that. I think the Niners have one of the easiest schedules I've ever seen. It's like they're playing I don't know, East Tennessee State like all season long. So I'm just like, wow, how did they get the schedule?
This
Having
brother said East Tennessee.
having said that, I'm not going there. I like the Roadrunner down there in Arizona. Meet me. He's very good, but
Mm-hmm.
I can't go with him. I can't not I think he's gonna start off hot and then cool off. Like I said, the Niners easy schedule, but I don't love them. Then you got the Seahawks with a great defensive coach in Sam Darnold, who was last seen throwing the ghosts on Monday Night Football. I'm not going with him. So I'm going to go
There you
with
go.
the man with the song they'll be playing at all his games, My Neck, My Back. I'm going with that 40-year-old Stafford. If he can keep that 40-year-old back healthy, I'm going with the LA Rams to win the division. Now, he could be broken in pieces by week 3. We know this. But that's why he's sleeping on them luxury mattresses and all that kind of stuff. I think he's going to make it. I think he'll be all right.
This
They win the
dude said,
division,
"Mr. My neck in my back,
neck and his back. Kev, what
my
you
neck in
got,
my
man?
back."
I'm
Are you
gonna
going to
take
tie
this
break it?
way, way back. How many of y'all remember the movie Raising Arizona with Nicolas
Yeah.
Cage?
Come on, man. When they came out that sewer, man. Come on, man. Everybody know about Ray and John Goodman before
That's
they
a good
was
movie.
Yeah,
before either
John
one of them was
Goodman.
really super duper
That was
famous.
a good movie.
Yeah, it
I think
was.
Marvin Harrison Jr. might be adding HI's baby that they kidnapped, and he's going to take over the lead this year with Kyler Murray. So saw the movie last night. Figured, what the heck? Somebody's got to win another sorry division. So I'm going with Arizona. Plus, they got Calais Campbell, the U, NFL Man of the Year. This is like his 17th season. The guy's 40 years old. Will be
Mm.
this year at least.
Yeah,
Still playing at
and
a
still doing it.
fairly
Still doing
dominant
it.
level.
I say, yeah.
Yeah,
That's very rare. NFL careers are usually 5 years. You get about
yeah.
5 seasons on your body.
Hey, I love the pick for Kyler Murray, Roadrunner down there. I'm wishing Roadrunner good luck, stay healthy. I would not mind that, but like I said, I'm going with my
I mean,
neck
I
and my
wouldn't
back.
mind it either, but I just don't see them. You know, Kev, you're right. If Harrison has a breakout year, if he's able to do his thing and play like his daddy, they might be in trouble.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's true. All right, Coach, you got the last division, the AFC West. What you
Mm.
got?
Now let's look at who we have out here.
Mm, loaded division.
Yeah, I mean, you got the Broncos,
Mm-hmm.
who last year surprised everybody. I mean, Bo Nix really should have been up for Rookie of the Year last year because
Absolutely.
where did he come from? Nobody
Yeah.
was expecting Bo Nix to do what he did last year. You got the Chargers with Justin Herbert, and they just brought back their boy Keenan Allen. I know that's because one of my Mason brothers is a big Chargers fan. You got the Raiders, who are that's my dad's team. Not that good. When you say Raiders, you got to sort of say it like Chris Berman. You say the Raiders. But that's all the hype you're getting right there is how he used to say the name. Let's keep it gangster. The Raiders, yeah, Shador needs to go out there. And then of course you know who you got. The team that everybody dreads, aka the referees help us out at every turn. The Kansas City Chiefs. As Andy Reid said one time, hey, looks great, but who are the chefs? I don't know if y'all remember that commercial.
Yeah, that Snicker commercial.
Wasn't the dude doing the end zone and he painted the whole thing? Reed's
Yeah,
like, hey,
yeah,
that looks
yeah.
great. But who are the chefs? And that's before they were even like really, if you think about it, they weren't even really that good at that point, right?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
So I'm gonna have to go with, you can't really go against Patrick Mahomes and them boys right now.
Yeah. Yeah,
For you
yeah.
to pick against them would be the wrong move to make. Now, that doesn't mean that it's a lot. There's a lot of things that could happen. Patrick Mahomes last year was taking some hits. He was gimping around sometimes, playing in some games. He's going to start showing some wear and tear on his body. He's not as young as he used to be. Travis Kelsey got engaged. Hey, congratulations. I think Taylor Swift's a great girl. But usually when dudes in football get engaged and stuff like that, that's when they had that season when you're like, Tony Romo, Jessica Simpson, let's talk about it. So I'm gonna go with the Chiefs, but they might get hit with what I used to always want them to have in Madden, this joint called scandal mode, where something just crazy would happen. Like your receiver would wake up with a girl that had OD'd or something, and he gets under investigation. These guys are gonna be there's gonna be a scandal coming out of KC. That's what I think.
Well, it's funny because I was telling somebody about that theory about a week ago about when dudes get married and engaged in pro sports, their game typically falls off a little bit. But I'm gonna get there in just a second. Starting with my boy, like you said, the Raiders. I like the Raiders. I like the direction. I like the direction they're going in. For the first time, they got some real players that I am really excited about. With my boy, the tight end. What's the tight end's name, Kev?
Brock
What's
Bowers.
his name?
Brock
Brock
Brock Bowers.
Bowers. Brock Bowers. They got a competent quarterback in Geno. I love what Pete Carroll's going to do with them. I think that they're going to be on the uptick a lot. I don't think they're going to win a division, but I think they're gonna make it real respectable. Maybe like 7, 8 wins. Denver, like you said, they shocked a lot of people. I really like what Bo Nix is doing. I love that defense. I think they're gonna be really, really good. The other hardball brother, the Chargers, I think they're gonna take a small step back on defense, but the offense is gonna click a little bit more. They're gonna run the ball more, and they're gonna be there in the end as well. But I got to go with the Fighting Taylor Swifties. I just think it's to the league's advantage to have these guys on. Like you said, they get a couple of questionable calls at critical times to sneak these games out. So I think it's going to be Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelsey, Chris Jones, and them boys are going. They're gonna win the division again this year. So that's my thoughts. Kev, you got the last word on the AFC West. What you got?
All right. Mention some of the video game stuff, right? Scandal factor, unstoppable,
Hmm.
seemingly unstoppable teams. I just got to bring it back to the best of all time. You never can stop them, at least on video games. Tecmo Bowl. They had a guy named Bo Jackson. You zigzag with him, you never lose.
Mm.
The Raiders have a guy named B. Jackson, Raymond Jackson. He's a linebacker, but maybe they move him to running back, right? I'm working on a trade now because Cleveland's trying to play hardball, doesn't want to give up Shador Sanders. So I'm going to trade Tua to the Raiders so they got a decent quarterback. Then they can run the B. Jackson at halfback. He'll make a natural conversion. He's a linebacker. He's tough. If he runs in diagonals and zigzags all the way, you can't lose, right? Raiders are gonna surprise it and win the division.
Okay. All
Mm.
right.
Mm.
Well, we're up to the division, the NFL superlatives. So it's my turn. So I'm gonna rock this joint real quick. So for my rookie of the year choice, I don't think this is gonna surprise too many people.
Okay.
It's gonna be that boy who used to play in Colorado with Coach Prime. It's gonna be
Mm.
none other than Travis Hunter.
Travis.
I
Okay.
think Travis is going to surprise us with the receiving ability. I think he's going to be a really good receiver. And I
Mm.
don't think he's going to play more than 25% on the defensive side of the ball. But I think that enough is going to give him the edge over everybody else who's up for Rookie of the Year. And it's going to be that thing that separates him. Just like it won him the Heisman, I think that's the thing
Mm.
that separates him. And he wins Rookie of the Year. Now, for my defensive player on the year, Coach, I'm coming back to you. I gotta go back to the Raiders.
Okay.
Max Crosby is gonna be unleashed under Pete Carroll. I believe he wins the sack record and the defensive MVP this year. The MVP for the entire league coming up this year. I think they're always looking for new guys to come up and take it. So I don't think Lamar's gonna get it. I don't think Josh Allen's gonna get it. I think we're gonna go with that boy down there in Cincinnati. Tough player. He gonna put up 1,000,000 yards. They're gonna be right in the mix at the end. My man Joe Burrow, Joe Cool wins the NFL MVP this year.
Mm.
All right, Kev, you
Mm.
follow up. What you got, man?
All right. So rookie of the year, Travis Hunter. It's tough not to go with him unless somebody has some type of unexpected season. Um, who knows? Maybe Ashton Genty does some stuff. Defensive player of the year. I'm just going with the guy's jersey I got on since the U is back. Calais Campbell. Who knows? Just because you're 40 years old, he's still starting, he's still doing an amazing job.
Defensive player of
Raiders
the
are
year.
about to be dominant again, so I'll go with him. And then MVP, you might be right. It might be Joe Burrow, but also could be, you know, Jamar Chase, his receiver, because if Joe Burrow gets hurt and misses time and Cincinnati somehow still makes the playoffs, maybe people start giving him some love.
Okay. All right. Is it on me?
It's on you.
Okay, so I'm about to hit y'all with something that y'all might not even expect. I'm gonna go somewhere y'all never even thought for rookie of the year. I sort of brought it up earlier, in a sense, when I was talking about their quarterback. I think the rookie of the year is gonna be Omarion Hampton, running back
Good
out of
choice.
North Carolina, playing for the Denver Broncos. Because the thing about Hampton is he is an old school every down back, right? Which is going to give them the running back that they need to complement Bo Nix. They had a potential rookie of the year last year. I don't know why wasn't in the conversation. But this year, I'm gonna go with Omarion Hampton from where the Tar Heels, aka Chapel Bill, aka Chapel Hill. The boy is a thrill. Let's go with Omarion Hampton for
Now,
rookie of the year.
I love that choice. But Hampton plays for the Chargers, the other Harbaugh brother.
Oh, I thought he played for. I thought he played for the
Not Denver. He
Broncos.
plays for he plays for the
Well, did he
Chargers.
get traded or something? Whatever, wherever he plays,
Yeah.
he's gonna be
Okay.
a beast.
I got
Okay,
you.
so
I
my
got
bad,
you.
my bad.
You got us with the
I could have sworn he
misdirection.
got drafted. Okay, but hey,
Yeah.
look, you see, I was doing what Kev got me with the Bo
Yeah.
Jackson, the Bo Jackson. I was
The zigzag. The zigzag.
for defensive player of the year. That's gonna be a tough one for me. I am going to go with. I'm just gonna pick somebody. I don't really know. What's my boy? What's my linebacker's name on my team? Just came back. Yeah, he's a linebacker on my team.
Okay.
What's
All
his
right.
name? I can't think of his name. MVP.
Levante Levante David? No, not
That's
David.
that's where I'm gonna go with Levante David. Yep, that's my
Okay. All right.
defensive
All
player of
right.
the year. He's gonna have a
Okay.
breakout year. We're gonna sack everybody, make them feel bad about themselves.
Okay. I like
Uh,
that.
MVP. Let's think about MVP. I'm going to go with. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna go unconventional because I know I didn't pick these guys earlier, but I think the Broncos might have a breakout year.
I think so. Yeah.
I think Bo Nix might be because, like you said, Griff, we need to think a little bit outside the box. If this guy comes out with the same energy he had last year, and now this year people are gonna pay him attention, Bo Nix could be the MVP of the league.
Yeah. I think
Could
it's
be.
definitely possible. Yeah, I think he could definitely do it. In that Sean Payton offense, I think that could happen. All right, all right. I like those picks. All right, so we're moving on to the playoff teams. Kev, you're up. So why don't you talk about first your NFC playoff teams, and then your NFC playoff teams.
All right, so we already went through division winners for wild cards in the NFC. I got the Cowboys in there. Don't laugh me out of the room, right? I gotta say it, so I can have some dinner tonight. But moving on, Washington Commanders, they'll be
Mm-hmm.
good. And then
Yeah.
I know you guys are high on Green Bay. I'm not a big Jordan Love fan, so I'm just gonna go with the Lions as a non-division winner
Mm-hmm.
playoff team in the NFC. AFC, I got the Chef.
Hold on, Kev.
My
There's
fault.
17. There's 7 teams that make the playoffs in the
Yeah, but we
NFC.
already picked the division winners.
Oh, you just okay. I got you. Okay,
All right.
keep rolling.
So AFC, I got the Chefs,
Mm-hmm.
H-Town. They're going to be knocking somebody's boots. And then the Chargers,
Okay.
who knows? Amari and Hampton might team
I
up in
am
the
going to
Lakers.
sleep right now. I'm going to sleep. I'm done. This said they're gonna be knocking somebody's boots. Dino.
All right, Coach, you're up. What you got?
Oh
NFC
man.
and AFC playoff teams.
All right. So we got in the NFC, the playoff teams will be the Rams,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yep.
Tampa Bay.
Yep.
I'm gonna go with each division first. They're winning their leaders first. Green Bay,
Yep.
the Commanders,
Okay.
the Eagles.
Okay.
Hmm. I'm gonna say Detroit out of the North,
Yep.
the 49ers.
Yeah. Okay.
And let's see
All
who's
right.
going to win that division outright. Might be the 49ers for that. So the other team I'm going to throw into the mix is going to be the Cowboys,
Okay. All right. And your AFC?
AFC. So, of course, we got the Chiefs are probably going to win the whole damn thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I'm going to go with the Texans,
Yep.
the Ravens,
Mm-hmm.
the Bills,
All right.
Also, out of that, I'm gonna go with out of the Bills thing. Maybe the Jets might do something out of there. Maybe they'll be
My
the
gosh.
wild card team out of there.
You
Uh,
didn't consult Biff's almanac.
hey, now look. Well, the thing about the Jets is the Jets have some. They have some players. The question that
Yeah,
they have to answer is, what is Justin Fields gonna do
yeah.
back there? Is he gonna be remotely what anybody thinks he's gonna be, or is he gonna be trash? Did I say the Bengals?
Not
The
yet.
Bengals and y'all out of yours.
Okay.
And the rest of the Texans. I said the Chiefs. I'm gonna bring the Broncos, and I got one more team, right?
No, I think that's it. I think you got seven.
Okay, that's it. That's it. Okay, the
All right. Okay.
Broncos.
So for my NFC, and I'm gonna run it down, but just real quick. World champion Eagles. I think the Commanders make it from that same division. Again, the Micah Parsons trade put the Packers in there. Tampa Bay is going to make the playoffs. The Rams and 49ers both from the West. And then my final team making the playoffs from the NFC is going to be them Detroit Lions. In the AFC, I think it's a little bit harder, but Buffalo makes it. I think that's, lock it in. Baltimore makes it, lock it in. Houston, lock it in. KC, lock it in. The Chargers and Denver both sneak in from the West. And then the final team, surprise team from the AFC that sneaks in, the Steelers. I hate to say it, but I think they'll sneak in. They'll be one and done, but I think they sneak in. Okay, so now we're going with our Super Bowl
Mhm.
teams and the winner. All right. Kev, you're first up. No. You know what? I think I'm first up the bat. I'm first up the bat. So I'll
Hold
go
on, real
first.
quick.
Yeah.
Breaking news: Alonzo Scheistlin from ESPN The Ocho is giving me a report right before the AFC playoff game, championship game. Michael B. Jordan, affair announced with Haley Steinfeld from Sinners. Josh Allen, supposed to be devastated by this. And due to that, the Raiders over the Bills. Because even though Cube said they won't choke like the Buffalo Bills, it happens all the time. Raiders in the Super Bowl.
Who are they playing?
Who are they playing?
Now I got the Cowboys versus Philly. Again, I got to be
Ah,
able to eat at my house. Philly, we talked about Tecmo Bowl. They don't have QB number 12. Jalen Hurts, he's close. But I got the Cowboys over the Eagles. I really hope there's a good dinner I'm having tonight. I'm saying that.
All right. So who wins the Super Bowl? Cowboys or
Cowboys
the
versus
Raiders?
the Raiders. And the Raiders, due to B. Jackson running in the backfield and me trading Tua to the Raiders, are going to pull it out this year.
Okay. All right. So
wow.
I'm gonna go with in the NFC. I think that the Eagles are gonna play the Packers. I think the Packers with the Micah Parsons trade are they're gonna knock them off. I think Packers with Parsons go to the Super Bowl. In the AFC, it's gonna be back between Buffalo and Baltimore. The Blackbirds gonna win. Them birds from the north going, we're gonna win this year. Go to the Super Bowl, and we're gonna shred that cheese, and we're gonna win the Super Bowl. Lamar Jackson, MVP, Derrick Henry, one more year so we can ride off in the sunset 2 years in a row so that we can do it just like Denver. He retires, and that might be the last Super Bowl we get for the next year or two. All right, what you got?
Okay, well, the NFC, I'm gonna have Tampa Bay versus the Commanders for the
Ooh,
championship.
that's a good one. That's a good one.
And of course, Tampa Bay is gonna win that. All right, so
Absolutely,
let's go
absolutely.
with for the
Better
NFC.
Mayfield.
Yeah, you know it. I got Buffalo and the Ravens. Griff, I'm just gonna fade. I'm gonna fade the black brother.
Get gumbo ready.
Hey,
Oh, I'm a fade to
hey,
black.
they beat us. They beat us last year, but I think this is the year that I think the
I
defense
say,
rush.
that's gonna be a tough one for me to pick because it's gonna be the championship game, right? And I think that could really go either way. It really, really, really could go either way. It's gonna probably come down to one or two plays, and we're not gonna know what those one or two plays are until we play the season and see who's healthy, who's not healthy. But I'm gonna have to say that I think the Buffalo Bills are gonna go to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And I
All
hope that
right.
And
Alonzo
now look now,
Scouting report is accurate.
I'm about to say now I want you to listen to what I'm saying because this is big because I'm putting them in the Super Bowl against my team, right? And I think that Buffalo's gonna pull out and finally win the Super Bowl this year. So for me to say that, y'all know the Tampa Bay been my team since I was alive, since I was
Mm,
born.
mm,
So for me to say they're gonna get the Super Bowl and lose to somebody, that means that I must, you know, Buffalo has been through a lot as a city when it comes to, especially when it comes to football. They're about due. It wouldn't be bad to have some kind of feel good story for them at the end of the season. So, yeah, as much as I hate to say it, my team gonna get the Super Bowl, but we just not gonna pull it out.
I think that would be a win for the Bucks if they made. I mean, if they made a Super Bowl, I think that would be. I mean, you'd have to say that's a win.
And yeah, I mean, because we've been getting to the playoffs, but we keep getting knocked out early. We got to the championship game a couple years ago, but hey, let's go Bucks.
Yeah, yeah,
You
yeah,
know
yeah.
what time it
I
is.
mean, maybe Captain America come out of retirement again and suit up for y'all one more time and take them all the way. Maybe,
Old time.
maybe he'll do it again. But, ooh, hey, I think if y'all want to win some money out there, please don't bet on that dude from the used picks. I mean,
I
that's
consulted
some
Biff Sports Almanac. I
no,
never lost, just like LeVar
yeah,
Ball.
all trash. You like the AFC South, all trash. Hey, Kev. Hey, you remember that joke they used to tell in Fat Albert? Like, hey man, you like school on
On
Saturday,
Sunday, yeah,
no
no
class.
class. Yeah.
But yeah, all right. Well, we had another good episode. Hopefully, you guys out there had a good time with us. We're gonna look back in about 6 months and see whose picks were the most accurate. I can tell you who it ain't gonna be, but we'll leave that for the next episode. So, for my boy from the U, Kev, for my boy from the Carolinas, Coat, and just your boy Griff,
Yes, yes.
just representing Griff. All right, we'll see y'all next time on the Woods Finest
Griff
podcast.
just representing Griff. I'm weak.
That's it.